Imagine sitting alone when a notification lights up the room. You check your phone, and right there is a threatening message, or maybe a post targeting a classmate. Your immediate instinct is usually confusion. Your brain cycles through a rapid series of conflicting options. Should you just ignore it and hope it goes away? Do you fire back an angry reply? Or do you try to tell someone? To break out of that panic, you need a process. We call it the Digital Safety Report. It is a concrete, step-by-step framework designed to take the guesswork out of an overwhelming situation. Before we start, you only need two things. First, keep the device where the incident occurred right in front of you. Second, grab a physical notepad and a pen, or open a secure Notes app on a separate device. By relying on this predefined structure, you take a terrifying, isolating digital encounter and turn it into a manageable problem with clear action steps. Step 1 is securing the evidence. The very first action you must take, the moment you receive a harmful message, is isolating it. Do not interact with the content. Replying to the aggressor or forwarding the message actively spreads harm to others. Instead, freeze the interaction by taking a screenshot. Capture the screen exactly as it is, without typing a response or using any reply functions. Once you capture the image, immediately exit the app. Open your device's local photo gallery and verify the screenshot is safely saved and clearly readable. Possessing locally saved, unengaged evidence is the non-negotiable foundation of any credible school investigation. It proves exactly what occurred without adding fuel to the fire. Now that the digital evidence is secure, step 2 is drafting your written documentation. To do this, we use the 4 W's framework to organize your thoughts. Start with the first 2 W's. Write down exactly what happened. Then write down who was involved, including their exact usernames. Next, document when the incident occurred with the time and date. Finally, list where it happened, meaning the precise platform hosting the incident. A structured, fact-based report is incredibly useful for authorities. Providing only a vague complaint makes it much harder to take immediate, targeted action. By specifically noting the where and when, you provide adult investigators with exact timestamps. This data is needed to track digital footprints and verify the timeline of events. Translating your initial panic into structured data points gives you control over the narrative. It also drastically accelerates how quickly the school can step in and help. Step 3 is selecting the right trusted adult. Different digital threats require specialized intervention because not every adult has access to the same tools. Use this decision tree. General concerns go to parents or teachers. For emotional distress, contact a guidance counselor. Report severe violence or threats to the principal and direct technical hacks to the school's ICT coordinator. Targeting the correct specialist from the start prevents bureaucratic delays. Bypassing the wrong authority saves critical time when mitigating digital harm. Step 4 is delivery. With your completed 4 W's draft in hand and your evidence secured, initiate a physical conversation with the adult you selected. Prepare for a common failure point. Sometimes the adult you approach is too busy or distracted to understand the threat, and they brush you off. Do not give up. If the first adult fails to engage, activate the persistence protocol. You must immediately pivot and bring your evidence to a secondary adult until someone listens. Keep speaking up until you reach the moment of a successful handoff. This happens when the correct adult reviews your evidence and triggers the safety protocols. Your persistence directly dictates the activation of this safety net. Giving up in silence is the only way the system fails. Now the process is complete. The evidence is secured, the facts are documented, and the problem is officially in the hands of a capable adult. Many students hesitate to reach this point because they worry about being a snitch. But you have to separate reporting from the idea of simply getting someone in trouble. The true purpose of submitting a digital safety report is protecting yourself, supporting vulnerable classmates, and halting harm before it spreads through your community. Do not wait for an emergency to figure out who to contact. Look up and save the contact information for your school's counselor and ICT coordinator in your phone today. Digital safety is never an individual burden you are expected to carry alone. It is a collective defense system, and it activates the moment you speak up with a single, structured voice.